Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, it's our third lecture of science, and until now we have studied about the separation of substances but in a mixture. Now we will study about the separation of substances in a solution. So we already studied in last lecture that what is a solution. Now I'll come to know about their separation. Substances that dissolve in a liquid are called soluble, and those who do not dissolve, they are known as insoluble. Students, those substances or those solutes that get dissolved in the solvent, they are known as soluble, and those which do not dissolve, they are known as insoluble. For example, if I'll say I'll add sugar in water, so that solution will be soluble because sugar will dissolve in water. But on the other hand, if I'll say that let me add sand or chalk in water, they won't get dissolved, so that means they are insoluble in water. Insoluble substances that are heavier than the liquid are separated using sedimentation, decantation and filtration. Now the separation will be on the basis of whether the substances are soluble or insoluble. If the substances are insoluble and they're heavier than the liquid, that is heavier than the solvent, then they can be separated by sedimentation, decantation and filtration, while the soluble substances, they can be separated by evaporation and condensation. Now we will study about sedimentation and decantation first. Sedimentation and decantation is a simple method of separating insoluble solid components from a liquid. So it is a very simple method through which we can separate the insoluble components from a liquid. The process in which the heavier insoluble solid settles down in a solution is called sedimentation. Now that process in which the insoluble heavier solid that settles down at the bottom of a solution, that process is known as sedimentation, and the solid that gets settled down, that is known as sediment. If I'll take an example of this is water and sand. The sand is settled down in the bottom, so we can say that sand is the sediment here. The process of pouring out the liquid without disturbing the sediments is called decantation, and that process in which the liquid is removed from that sediment, right? That process without disturbing that sediment, that is known as decantation. And the liquid that is separating out through decantation, that is known as decant. Okay, so what is decant? Decant is that liquid that gets separated during that decantation process. So now we have what is filtration, the process by which two substances are separated by passing the solution through a filtering device, that is a filter paper, a strainer or a muslin cloth, is called filtration. Now filtration is the process, students, by which the two substances, obviously the solid one is a insoluble one, can be separated by using a filtering device. The filtering device may be a filtering paper, that may be a strainer that we use in our homes also, right? That is known as filtration, and this method is commonly used in our homes for separating the tea leaves. If I'll take an example of tea, when we make tea, then we use a small strainer to separate the tea from the tea leaf. This method is commonly used in our homes. Find the component that remains behind on the filter. Now that component that will leave behind on the filter paper, that is on the strainer, the heavier one, that is known as a residue. Okay, and the liquid that passes through the filter paper is called the filtrate. So if I'll take an example of the tea leaves that will be present on the strainer, they are known as the residue, and the tea that will pass in a cup, in a wherever kettles, etc., they are known as filtrate. Now filtration is used when the particles of the insoluble solids are bigger than the holes in the filtering device, just as we studied in that mixture in the sieving. It is quite same with that. In this, the filtering device that we are using, in that case we were using a sieve, in this case we are using a filtering device that can be a strainer or a filter paper. So the insoluble, we have just to take this thing in our mind, that is insoluble solids, they should be bigger, they should be larger than those tiny holes that are present on the filter paper or on the strainers. This is an example. This is a diagram of filtration. We can clearly say here. This is we have this filter paper present, and this mixture, through the help of a glass rod, the mixture is being is passed into that. What is this? It is a tunnel, right? So it is being carried out in this. So with the help of this, a filtrate that will be in this, and the residue that is left behind, that is in this place, right? So I hope it's clear to everyone. We will keep it until this. Now we will come to the questions part, students. We were done with this first part. The second is, what is sieving? So students, what is sieving? Sieving, from here, just mark it down from here, this to this. The method used to separate the components of different sizes in a mixture using a sieve is called a sieving. Now, what is the second one? It is winnowing. What is winnowing? Students, it's from this part. The process of separating a mixture of light and heavy particles using wind is called winnowing. Then the fourth one is, what is a solution? For solution, we have from this a mixture that is formed when a substance is dissolved completely with a liquid is called a solution. Now we have, what is a saturated solution? A solution in which no more solute can dissolve at a particular temperature is called a saturated solution. So the answer will be from this to this. Now comes the next part, that is, what is a residue? Students, it's on page number 55. From there, the component that remains behind on the filter paper is called residue. Now is, what is sedimentation? It's on page 54. The process in which the heavier insoluble solid settles down in a solution is called sedimentation. Now the next one is, what is filtrate? It's on page 55, students. The liquid that passes through the filtrate is, passes through the filter paper is called filtrate. That's all, because we have done this 9th part already. No, I think there's one more part. Yeah, there's threshing. So what is threshing, students? Okay, it's on page number, what is the page number here? It's on page number 53. The process of separating the grains from the stalks is called threshing. I hope, students, it's clear to everyone. We were done with this. So our question number 4, define the following, is complete.